Being a battalion chief, I'm basically the go-between between the firefighters and the companies and the administration. So administratively, I take care of vacation leave, sick leave, getting supplies that they need. Emergency-wise, I respond as an incident commander. So I arrive on scene, I take command, and I just help orchestrate and organize the safe emergency scene operations.
The majority of the day is managing people, for lack of better terms, putting out small fires that aren't actual fires. We call them fire stations, but they're houses, so we need toilet paper and things like that. So you have to make sure that we have dish detergent. We've all got washing machines now. The things day to day that the normal person does at home, we also have to do here.
I like seeing a group of individuals come together and work as a team to solve a horrific problem, whether it be a fire or a car wreck or a medical emergency. You know, when I first got introduced to it, it was volunteer, so you have people that come from their homes or their work or wherever they are to one place to come help somebody or a group of people in need. And it's not much different here. We're all in one building, but we all come from the kitchen or the watch box or out back and meet at the apparatus and then go and or rush off to go help someone that's having a horrible day.
I think the fire service found me. I was in construction and that was not going so well, and I applied for a job at a distributor, a beer distributor, and the day after that I took the fire department test. I got the job at the distributor, did that for almost a year. It took about a year to get hired and got on the fire department, and I have loved almost every bit of those 31 years.
It's a team, and I think it's very important to develop a relationship. These guys are really good at that here, Engine 5 and Aerial 5B shift, because they do 2 meals a day together every shift, and we eat together. And it's important enough to me that even days that I'm in Battalion 1, I will drive back here for breakfast in the morning, and that just brings us closer together.
My oldest has been on 6.5 years. The youngest has been on about 4.5. When they were little and in school, they never said they wanted to be a firefighter. My oldest was going to be a race car driver and a donut maker. I think as it got older, I think they kind of wanted it. They never really told me. My oldest was in college when he decided, and the youngest was just ready to graduate high school. I'm glad they did. It's a great career, but I wouldn't have been hurt if they didn't come down this path.
So I think early on, I knew I at least wanted to be a company officer. I didn't see myself going this far. So my mom will tell you that just a few years ago, she suggested for a while for me to move up, and I just blew her off. I'm not gonna do that. It's too much fire to fight. I'm not gonna do that. And lo and behold, here I am.
This past winter, we had a very close call. We had a firefighter get hit by a car. Heard the call come in, knew my son was on that call. All they said was that there was a firefighter down. Had to respond. I think all of administration responded, got to the call, still didn't know if it was my son. About 2 minutes in, I couldn't walk up to the actual scene, not knowing, was extremely worried about how I was going to tell my wife. Somebody saw me and grabbed my son, showed me, and I was like, whew, it's not him. And I was able to take a deep breath in and then realize that, hey, we still have work to do. The city, there's still going to be 911 calls that the city needs to respond to, needed to get things done, so was able to get back and continue the day.
There's something about the firehouse kitchen table that just brings people together, and to see that closest, and I see how well they work together. And we can have serious talks, we can help solve people's problems, or we can have debates about gravy, or sports or stuff like that. heated debates, whether it's breakfast gravy or who's going to win in a fight, silverback gorilla or grizzly bear. And that dispute went on, and that was an intense debate, not an argument. It was a debate, and that went on for more than one shift. It would pop up from time to time. And people were like researching stuff. I mean, they were on their phone. This was a serious debate.
What did we decide on?
I think it's mixed. I think it's a grizzly bear, and those guys that think a gorilla's gonna, they watch too much TV. Dude, this isn't King Kong.
It's really just a career of being able to help people when they need help the most. Our good days are when somebody's having an extremely bad day.